Welcome back to the Grapple Travel Show, a travel show for grapplers. I did a short bus update at the beginning of the last episode, but I'm going to do those at the end of the episode in future. So if you're interested in my ongoing bus conversion nightmare, then you can get a short update at the end of this video. I hope you enjoy this episode on Guildford Jiu Jitsu, one of my favourite gyms to train at the moment, and I will see you at the end. I'm here at Guildford Jiu Jitsu. Let's go inside and take a tour. The gym is on the ground floor. The toilets are on the left when you walk through the front door, and opposite on the right is the entrance to the gym itself. I love this wall of very useful infographics. There's a nice little weights and cardio area. This is the mixed changing room with 4 large showers. The mat space is L-shaped with a total of 1,500 square meters of Zebra Pro Series mats on a sprung floor. I love this neon sign. It's a very savvy way to get your students to post great shots on social media. And this is eco-pioneer Greg Souders' framework definition, a nice reference for John's other coaches as well as all their students. As the gym is located in the centre of town, it's great to have some free parking right outside.
What we're going to do is play a couple of games from a guarded position. I'm going to play a couple of games from a pinning position as well today. And then if you stay in for no-gi, if you're mad enough to do that as well, then we'll elaborate on everything, bring some leg locks into it, and then work from some standing positions as well.
In all honesty, we use the gi classes here as like training wheels, just like stabilizers. I probably shouldn't say that, gi people will hate that, but it slows everything down and we get them used to grappling with this kind of like little bit of a suit of armor on.
Robbie, the top player, manages to lift his hands. I win if I become the top player or he taps the pressure.
John coaches exclusively using games-based training. There's no solo warm-up, no step-by-step technique instruction, and no drilling. There are only start positions and then some constraints for the game, and then end goals for both players.
Done. Put the hooks in. Yes. Don't put hooks in. No hooks allowed.
After continuous games for the whole class, there's a free rolling open mat session at the end.
Off you go.
the students just sit wherever they are. There's no hierarchy for where different belts sit. There's a post-training sum up, and stripes are awarded if due. And John picks a random student to stand and start what I am calling the handshake snake.
Well done. Well done, we did it.
I'm here with John, and he is the head coach and owner. We're here in the gym for interview number 2. Amateur YouTuber messed up the first one, so we're back again. But it gives me an excuse to come back and train here again because I love training here. So thanks, John, and congratulations on your recent black belt promotion.
Thank you very much.
From Mauricio Gomez. How long have you been training with him? Has all your jiu-jitsu been with him?
No, I started training with him, I don't know when it was now, but when I was a blue belt. And
Right.
started doing privates, started doing those more and more regularly because I live a little distance from Mauricio. And then as time went on, started an initiative with Surrey Police. So I started coaching them because they didn't have a jiu-jitsu team. Not many police did, actually. We were one of the first. This would have been back in 2019, I think. And I was a purple belt then. And we started that initiative of Surrey Police BJJ under Mauricio. We had 20 odd officers, and they wanted to train with more people. Mm-hmm. So they talked me into going and getting a gym, or trying to get a gym, and they were right. Them and my wife talked me into it, and then 3 years later we have this, and we've gone from 20 members to 300 members in just less than 3 years. But
yeah, that's so cool. But when you say 3 years, you mean Guildford Jiu Jitsu, but not this particular site, right?
No,
this
right.
is quite recent. You started this in January this year?
Yeah, well, I think we were in just before Christmas, but it was
Right.
we just threw the old mats down in one of the rooms, and then we closed in January for a week, and Zebra came in and did the full install. So yeah, we've only been here since, you're right, January. So
yeah,
8 months.
It's so cool though. What was it before?
What do you reckon?
I think I remember you saying, was it a yoga place?
Yeah, it's a yoga studio.
Hence,
I don't know if you probably can't see on the camera, but there's wallpaper with forests on it.
Oh, right, that wasn't you.
It wasn't us. It wasn't us.
Oh, I like it though.
Yeah, we kept it.
Yeah, that's cool. But it's got a lovely kind of industrial look, but all very, very clean and angular. I like it. It's very stylish.
We inherited the perfect space.
You have a pretty welcoming visitor policy. You don't charge a mat fee, right, for drop-ins generally?
No, not until they turn up for the 50th.
Yeah,
session,
right.
you know.
So, sure. That would be a long holiday in Guildford. If somebody was travelling here and happened to be, for whatever reason, staying here for a couple of weeks, what would you say in that scenario?
I'm trying to think what I do, actually.
You haven't had that situation happen yet?
We might.
Because you've got Simeon.
Simeon. I think, to be fair, Simeon said, I'm here for a couple of weeks. And I don't do pay as you go. So,
right.
So
so you don't have a drop-in.
No, so I don't have a drop-in fee. So if someone's around for a week, come and train. Once we're hitting 2 weeks, so I might say, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to do a couple of sessions a week, or do you want to do, like a gold membership for half a month?
Yeah.
So we'll just round it down and cut it in half and something
You're
like
flexible.
that.
But you are incredibly welcoming of guests and visitors. I mean, you're happy to have them come by and experience how you coach your sessions. Now, you don't live in Guildford, do you?
No.
I usually ask the coach at the end of the interview, what are the fun non-jiu-jitsu things to do in the local area? But you don't really know Guildford.
No,
do you?
I know the coffee shops.
You know the coffee shops. There's a lot of coffee shops.
Yeah, it's all coffee shops. There's a castle. There's a nice castle.
Yes.
You may have seen the castle.
I've seen the castle, yeah. I actually used to live in Guildford.
Oh, of course you did, yeah.
But you know what, when I lived here, which was years ago, never even went to the castle.
No, you don't.
But I have been to it for this, and I'll get a couple of clips in of that, although it's not going to be one of my main features.
No.
But what's your favourite coffee shop then?
Well, I've got to say, next door, we have Frida's at Newhouse Art Space.
It is a particularly good one.
And it's just outside that door.
It's literally next door.
It's very convenient.
All right, well, I think that's it. Thanks so much for doing this a second time.
Okay.
I'll definitely be back to train, you know I will.
You're always welcome.
1 year.
Almost a year now.
Like a year and a half.
2 and a bit. You're coming up to 3 years soon, in a few months, yeah.
Oh, too long for my belt level. On and off for like 7 or 8 years probably. Yeah.
It's friendly. I like the way that John's teaching everything. and I feel like it's gives you a lot of opportunity and space to experiment and learn.
He's very unique, very different style, so I wouldn't replace him for anyone.
I think it's a very welcoming environment. It's got a fantastic women's team, so there's like quite a few of us now.
When I was young, I used to wrestle my brother quite a lot.
I've got a theory that a lot of people who start jiu-jitsu have siblings, you know, that they fought with and wrestled with as kids.
I think it makes a big difference. Like, it makes you a bit like you're naturally
play
kind of
fighting, isn't
it? It literally is play fighting. When I come, I like imagine it. Like when I tell people, they think of it like a martial art. In my head, I just go somewhere, I'm just play fighting.
Do you feel obsessed already with jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I do.
So do you think if you went on holiday, you might find a gym to train at?
Yeah, I would. Like, I'm meant to have a month away over summer, and I'm already thinking of like what gyms am I going to train at.
Do you think if you went on holiday now that you would find a gym to train at?
If I went on holiday,
do you get holidays?
yeah, that's it. If I was somewhere that's a bit warmer than the UK,
Yeah.
so yeah, it'd be good, yeah.
I know that you have trained at other gyms.
I have,
Because you're from my gym.
TJJ,
Yeah.
Lee and Shane.
Say hi to everyone.
Everyone, hope you see this, hope you're well.
So I'm Egyptian. When I went to Egypt over the summer to see my family, I did jiu-jitsu there in a club. We did a lot of judo there, and like quite a bit of wrestling. So there's a lot of judo and wrestling influence. And yeah, but it was like, the training wasn't like here. It wasn't like sparring and stuff like that. It wasn't like positional sparring. It was just like drilling, then sparring at the end.
How do you find it, the training?
Yeah, it's really good. Like, John's like a really good coach. It's obviously like a really different way of learning. So it's more like game and like situation orientated. But it's really good though. It's intense as well. Like you're always sweating when you're doing training. But no, it's different and it's fresh, and I do enjoy it, and I feel like I learn from it. So yeah, it's good.
Frida's Coffee House and co-working space is on the ground floor of the new house art space and gallery, which houses several floors of art studios. Owned and run by Dom Fraser and her team, they operate as a non-profit. This is Frida, by the way. And as well as this place, just down the road, they also have this cool live music venue called the Boiler Room. They're celebrating their 18th birthday this year. Happy birthday, guys. The Surrey Hills is an official area of outstanding natural beauty, and it covers a quarter of the county. There's loads of walking paths and viewpoints, but a couple of my favourite spots are Newlands Corner and Winterfold Forest. Newlands Corner is at a high point in the hills, which means you get insane views out over the countryside. You can learn a few things here before you set off on a walk down the hill. And as you need to walk uphill to get back to your car, at least you'll burn enough calories to enjoy a guilt-free ice cream when you get back up there. I'm in Winterfold, and this is a beautiful woods here in the Surrey Hills, close to Guildford. And I'm going to go for a little walk in these woods. Woods creep me out slightly. I feel a little bit like a hiker in a horror movie, but I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen. Woods don't really creep me out, I love them. I've just watched way too many horror movies. Another short drive from Guildford is Silent Pool and the adjacent Sherborne Pond. And there's a couple of other places of note here. The lovely Mandira's Indian restaurant, which made their name as a takeaway, but last year they took on this little piece of paradise. Next door to Mandira's is Silent Pool Gin Distillery, which uses the water from Silent Pool to make their gins. And offers tours of the distillery. The gym is located right in the heart of town. Guildford has lots to offer. Plenty of shops, restaurants and pubs. A river, theatre, numerous sporting activities. Historic sites and big parks. But I think its best feature is the surrounding countryside. This is a pretty sweet class schedule. Early morning wrestling, a few lunch sessions, juniors, teens, gi, no gi, specific leg lock class, a women only class every Sunday, and you've got plenty of open sparring sessions. John and his students are so friendly and welcoming to visitors, but don't be disarmed by the smiles because on the mats you'll need to be on your game to keep up. The pace here is pretty relentless. Thanks for watching till the end of the episode. So I'm going to do a very quick bus update now, and I'm going to stick these at the end of the episodes instead of the beginning from now on, I think, because I don't think that everybody is that interested in this ridiculous bus conversion that I'm doing. However, you're here, so you obviously are interested. So we managed to get the engine started, and that was a big deal. We didn't know why the engine wouldn't start, and it turns out it was just an unconnected wire. So once that was reconnected, the engine started, and the mechanic said it sounded good. Just sounded like a dirty old diesel engine to me, but they said it sounded good, so that was good news. And now we just need to get a few more small parts fitted to the rear axle so that we can put the wheels back on and then move the bus, because we want to move it that way a little bit where it's a bit more hidden, so that then we can build the scaffolding over the bus and work on the leaking roof. So hopefully something more will be done on that front before the next episode, and I'll be able to give you another update. So I hope you join me then. That episode will be Barcelona, which was really fun. I loved going there, and I hope you join me in that video. What you got there, Mum? This is behind the scenes.